you doing? It's the Butcher here, and today I'm going over the brand new Midwinter Blight event that just came out about 2 hours ago. Basically, just streamed from exactly when it came out to now. Pretty much went through it all, figured out exactly what's going on, and I want to bring that all to you guys. So I want to go over some things. This is kind of some stuff we knew before. You come over to here, and this is kind of your event hub. So you get 3 different types of materials. Here they are. These shards are just from killing the blighted that are in the area. These heirlooms are from killing the tusk, and these trophies are from killing the red cloaked horrors, who I will get to in a second. And then you also have this down here. So this works like the blood harvest, where there's 3 levels to it. But once you get to level 3, you unlock what they call the Midwinter Ward, which does something very, I would say, important for this event. So the way you earn this stuff, like I said, is you go around in the open world. The way these 2 are pretty self-explanatory. If you run around, you'll see the blighted enemies. You kill them, they drop the fragments. You see the tusk or husk, whatever they are. You see them, you kill them, they drop the heirlooms. These right here only drop from killing the red cloaked horror, and he spawns from a very specific event. It's actually rather cool. I'll actually see if I can find one. I have 2 spots that I found he spawns often, and it is right here, and it is right here. So I will go see if I can find one real quick. And hopefully show you. If not, you probably just have to take my word. It doesn't, obviously always spawn there, but okay, so it looks like it's not over there. Let's go run over to the other spot real quick, and I can talk as I go. So you get these things, you trade them in for these little bells down here, and the bells are actually what you use to buy it. So the other ones are just like a conversion tool to get the bells. But as I was mentioning, once you get your acclaim, or whatever they call it, it's basically like the Hunter's Acclaim system, up to level 3, you actually are able to get not the Red Cloak Horror item or mat, but you are able to get the other 2, although at a much lower rate than like coming out here and just fighting these, through Nightmare Dungeons. And also, I've tested both Nightmare Dungeons and the Abattoir of Zir. You are able to get it through that too. So you can, this is not the right event again, unfortunately. So we're just going to teleport out. But those are 2 spots I found that it spawns often. And what it'll be is about 5 husks in a circle. And then it'll create like this fire ring. And you'll just have to like kill enemies and the husk in there. And that thing will spawn. It's super easy. It does look very cool. So kudos for that. But that's the way you're going to get that thing to spawn. So just be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for events as you go by. I'm sure there'll be more comprehensive videos once you get more time with it to see exactly where they spawn often. But those are the 2 spots again. One right here again, and one over here where I've gotten it to spawn multiple times. So, and what you can do is you can teleport out and then teleport back in to try to get it to reset for that particular event. But I was saying, so the Abattoir of Zir actually does drop you some materials to help you to progress this event, which I think is a huge W to combine both activities. Like I said, it's significantly less than if you were to just focus on farming in this area, which me personally, I think that makes sense. And I think that is a great thing, though, that once you're able to, do this enough, and this took me, if I really just went for it, it would probably take like 40 minutes. It probably took me about an hour and 20, just because I was like dilly down a little, trying to figure out what was going on. But once you get that leveled up, you'll be able to get these mats, or at least these 2 mats from the Abattoir of Zir, and be able to get more bells to be able to get the stuff you want. So coming over to the stuff, something you already knew is the Gillian's Brew, exactly what it does. Max life and lucky hit increased by 15%. XP gain increased by 15%. That's something we already knew. They already confirmed that. Wish there was more options to get different combinations of affixes on there and whatnot, but it is what it is. There's this thing right here after you get to the 3rd one, which when you hit it, it gives you like this bonus against the what's it called, the red horror guys and the bloody guys. It doesn't really matter too much, but from what I've found, so this is called the Midwinter Ward, as you can see. So this is the new aspect you actually get from him, and I'll go over the rest of the shop in a second, but you can buy the aspect from him. And so as long as this is active, I haven't tested this with Abattior G, where you can go into regular dungeons and you can use the effects of this while not, in the right specific area. You just have to go reset it every, I don't know how long it lasts. It's going pretty fast, actually. Maybe like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. But as long as you have that on, you are able to use this new aspect. And this new aspect is called the Dawn Circle, I believe. What is it here? Shard of Dawn. Okay. So Shard of Dawn. And what it does is, so after 30 seconds, you gain what they call Dawn's Haste. And it increases your attack speed by 25 to 35%. And movement speed by fixed 20% for 12 seconds. While empowered by the Midwinter Ward, which is again this right here, so I can go reset it, as you see, killing an enemy reduces the cooldown of the Knight's Grasp duration by 1 second. So what this means is I can actually check this out. Just for testing real quick, I will go into a level 1 Blood Forge just real quick and go like this, go like this. So it does work in regular Nightmare dungeons. Let's see if it works in the Abattior as well too before I give false information. It definitely works in regular Nightmare dungeons though. I tested that out. Okay, so do you stay? It does. Okay, I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna waste my 800 sigil battery, which stinks, but I want to make a comprehensive video for you guys without taking all day. So that does work. So this aspect specifically, I just kind of put it here. I wouldn't probably take this ring off, but for rogues and sorks specifically, let me get back to Kiowa Shad, but that use attack speed very heavily, and then also use movement to increase their attack speed by pretty much all builds using Ravenous. This could actually be quite good. And the fact that you can get this bonus of it, I thought it was just going to be in the event area, but you can get it as long as you're resetting it at this little totem here. You can have it while you're doing the Abattior and stuff. So this could be quite good. Now, a couple problems with it though. So you go to this guy, you buy it, right? I bought one. I don't want to really waste my stuff on another one. So it does not go into the codex at all. Maybe it will after the event. I'm not really sure. But there won't be that Midwinter Ward thing, so it will be much more useless at that point anyway. But it doesn't go into Codex, and you get a random roll of it. So you get anywhere from 25 to 35% on the attack speed. So you got to keep kind of farming this to get a good one, and I kind of just wish once you bought it once, it would at least go into the Codex for now, even if they're going to take it away. So you could kind of test some different things out instead of wasting all your bells on it. That's kind of just one issue I have with it. Besides that, kind of a cool aspect for the event, the fact that you're able to use it not just in the zone but outside as well too, is very cool. And then some of the other stuff, yeah, like this is just gold and some items from this one here. But cosmetic, so it's back trophy for every class. They are 50 bells each. I think some of them are pretty cool. Like I think the Sork one is pretty good. I think the Rogue one is pretty good. And what was the other one? I think those are the only two I like that much, honestly. There's a horse mount, and this is 30. And then there's a bunch of weapon skins. So it's not every single weapon, unfortunately. I thought it was going to be, because they said 14, but that included these, if I'm not mistaken. So you have a tomahawk here. You can see a little picture of what it looks like. And once I unlock all these, I'll probably make a showcase showing them all off. You have the dagger. You have the totem. You have a focus, which I think looks quite cool. You have a shield. You have a sword, which is probably my favorite one. I think this actually looks really cool. I'm excited to get my hands on it and see what it actually looks like. You have a crossbow, which again I think looks pretty good, and then you have a staff. So those are what you're going to use your bells on. It does take a bit, or they call them midwinter proof. I just call them, it looks like a little bell, so I call them bells. That is what you're going to use them on. The event is active pretty much through the end of the year. I think it ends on the 2nd. So you do have some time, and again, you can progress if you want through the Abattior of the year while also progressing this, which I think is a huge W, probably the biggest W of the entire event in my opinion. But besides that, I pretty much think that's all you need to know about it. Just kind of run around here, look for the events, kill the HUDs, kill the blighted people, just get the materials, craft your bells, and then get what you want. So in my opinion, I think the event is a W. I don't think, if you were expecting it to be like some crazy new content, I think they made it very clear for a long time now it wasn't going to be. It was going to be a nice little themed event, and I kind of gave you a little look before, but the area is, it's like kind of dark and gloomy, but especially when you get the event for the Red Cloaked Horror, it actually looks quite cool. With like the fire ring. So the aesthetic I think is alright, and you see like the little blighted monsters here, a little bit different. Like just reskin, but I think they made it quite clear that this wasn't going to be anything crazy for the event, just a nice little kind of holiday themed event. And you can get free cosmetics, you can get some other things as well too. And then I guess last thing is, there is stuff in the shop. Not surprisingly, there is a set for each one, and then a mount set specifically for the Midwinter Blight that are kind of like holiday themed-esque. To me, they are not the best looking. The Rogue one is cool, and I think the Necromancer one's okay. This is probably the only real cool one, but Rogue always has like the best cosmetics. And then that's the horse. But you can go see in the shop for yourself. Here's just a quick glance at the rest of them here. This one's like, they're okay. They're 2200 platinum, which is steep in my opinion, considering it's just an armor set. It comes with no weapons or anything like that, no bag trophies, which I know you can get from the event, but a little bit steep. But that is basically it. I'm pretty sure that's about everything you need to know. If there are any questions that you have, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments section. But it's been the Butcher, and I will be streaming either this or Abattior of Zir moving forward. Maybe just a mix of both, because this is much more laid back, so it's kind of a nice change of pace. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them. I feel like I got a pretty good feel for it. But if not, I will see you in the next video or live stream right here on the YouTube channel. See you.